Welcome back to Juice and Java. Here we have the Black Box players here, and we have Brooke, Brooke Feldman, and we also have Devon and Ritchie, the president of the group. So, first of all, thank you for coming here in this beautiful day.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you very much. So first, talk about your group a little bit. You're a nonprofit organization on campus, and it's for students here at SU, and it just involves putting theatrical plays and trying to educate students about theater here at SU. So can you just talk about its inception, a little bit about the group and what students do?
Mm-hmm. We started about 25 years ago. It's our 25th anniversary, which is exciting. It's a completely student-run organization, so from everything from producing to designing, stage managing, anything like that, it's all done by students, which is exciting. It gives a lot of underclassmen their first opportunities to work on theater here, which is really exciting, and it's not just for drama students, which is great. So it opens up to anybody on campus who's interested in theater.
Right, and the theatrical plays, where do you perform usually?
There's actually 3 different performance spaces in Syracuse Stage, and we have the Black Box, which literally is a room that sits about 40 people. 60. Oh, right, 60 people, and we it's actually black, and we've done things in the round, things in auditorium spaces, anything you can name in terms of seating arrangements we've done. So it's a nice little small intimate space, but it's actually one of the favorite spots to perform for a lot of the performers.
Right, and with the intimate space, don't you feel as though you get to hear the audience reaction more clearly, and you get to hear, what exactly the audience like, what they don't like. So can you just tell us about just the intimate setting involved?
Yeah, the good thing about it is the audience becomes part of the show for you. They're with you throughout the whole performance, basically, and it allows the audience to really dive into the characters because they're so up close and personal with you. They're, basically like right next to you. They're very close, but it's great. It's one of my favorite places to watch theater, actually, because you get to see every movement of a face and really understand what the character goes through, so it's nice. And
not only that, a lot of pieces that we do are somewhat movement-based as well. So, recently we've done things where the movement is very critical to the characters and who they are, and, to be that, like creating an animal, how can I be an animal? And then at the same time, since our audience is so close to them, they really experience that. Especially, we've done shows, 2 years ago, we did something of a murder and sexual, type of thing, and to hear the screaming and everything, it's very intimate, but it gives that whole theatrical experience. I mean, you see that in New York all the time, where a lot of off-Broadway shows are in more of those intimate settings, and it really brings that whole theatrical experience that we do at Black Box.
Right, and just having that intimate setting here is fantastic, especially it sort of has that off-Broadway type feeling to a play. This year you've put together, I believe, 4 shows together, right?
3.
3,
we
okay.
only did 3 this year, but yeah, they were really great. We did a whole evening of Tennessee Williams one acts.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 3 of his one acts, and we did Hamlet. Well, I guess we did 4 shows, because we did Hamlet, and then we did Budo Electra, which was the Greek mythology based in Buto, which is like an Asian form of fighting, and then we just closed Autobahn, which is a contemporary show, which is nice.
So when you come up with these ideas, when does it usually begin? Does it usually begin in the beginning of the semester, and you just come up with all like 3 or 4 ideas to run through, or is it just one at a time?
Oh, it's actually a great question, because we run like an actual professional theater, as in the spring before we choose our season. And how it works is we have a directing requirement. Any student who wants to direct, they have to take a couple of classes. They've had to assist a faculty member, and then they give us a proposal. And the proposal is very detailed, oriented in terms of if they have designers in mind, what is their concept actually, and how many parts are there? Is there an opportunity, since a lot of the shows we do put on are small ensemble, is there opportunities for understudies? Will there be an understudy performance? So it gives us, as the board, who get to choose these plays and interview each director with questions, to expand on their concept. For Hamlet, our director Danny Skinner brought in visuals for us to get an idea of what he wanted, which helps us because it kind of helps us figure out budgeting. And since we are a student-run organization, we get our money from SA, and we have to figure out what to do and stuff like that.
Now, for any students interested, what do you suggest that they do?
We have a meeting every Friday at 5 o'clock down at the theater in the conference room, and it's open to anybody interested, and we kind of just sit and discuss anything going on in our department and in Black Box Players. So.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we are looking to do is get more people involved in other areas like marketing, publicity, and help us bring ideas so we can get more students on campus down to the stage.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Brooke and Devon, for
you
coming
so
here. We
much.
really appreciate it. And up next, we have our own co-host, Anna Kuskin, who's going to teach us how to cook a nice salad. Take a look.